All right, we are talking to the man who has produced the 5th issue of Busan Haps, Bobby McGill. Congratulations on number 5.
Thank you. It feels good. Really happy we made it this far. It's really good. I mean, we got a great turnout for the party tonight, and the community's really come behind us, and it's awesome. We got great writers like Lynsey, who actually gave us our lovely cover model, Petra Jung, who's a DJ here on Busan EFM. Yeah, it's very exciting.
We spoke with Petra earlier, Lynsey. What can you tell us behind the scenes interviewing with Petra? How'd it go?
It went really well. She's a very eloquent speaker, and it's so nice to actually interview people that they know what they're talking about, and they don't try to sound better than they are. They're just real, and it's just so refreshing. And I know you understand that too. And I've learned so much from him, and actually from you. So it's just really refreshing to actually speak to people that they don't try to feed you more than you need to know.
Yeah,
they're just good people.
That's true. I mean, I've noticed that about making a magazine here. I worked for the San Francisco Chronicle for 7 years and interviewed many people, but over here, they're much more honest. I mean, a great example is last year, John Atkins, who was the pitcher for the Lotte Giants. We said, "Why are you here?" And he says, "Well, I wanted to make money. It's not some, there's not some divine purpose that he's, I love the game. I wanted to be here in Korea and continue to play in the game." He was just very honest, and I love that about the people here. I think this is a black sheep community. Back home, every family's got its black sheep, and I think we've all come here, and we're real, and we give it like it is, and I really love that about this community. Even about you, Jeff. I mean, we should be interviewing you. I mean, you've done such amazing things here. You've always kept it real, and I really appreciate that about this community and you.
So you've got 5 issues on your belt now. Has it evolved the way you thought when you first thought about, okay, let's start this magazine? What was the vision, and has it evolved in the way you expected?
It went a little slower than I thought. I mean, the original vision was giving voice to people. I mean, like I said, I'm big on this. I mean, it's much like what you're doing with Korea Bridge. Building these bridges between people. What I want to do is build a bridge between readers and people who could produce content, people who had something to say. And in the beginning it was a little slow. The magazine's like, "Who are you guys and what are you doing?" But now that here we are in the 5th issue, a lot of people are contacting me that want to express their opinion. And so in that aspect, I feel the vision has really come to life, that I have more content than I know what to do with. It's actually, for an editor, it's an editor's dream. Maybe it's going to be a nightmare next issue when I try to figure out who I'm going to cut and who's going to get to stay. But yeah, it really has come out as I hoped.
Well, thank goodness for websites, so there's always a place for the extra stuff.
Yeah, unlimited bandwidth is a beautiful thing.
As far as your overall, the whole idea of Busan Haps is phenomenal, and the foreign community loves it. What is your point with it? What is it that you want everybody to walk away from? If for example, you have someone that comes here and they're a visitor and they're only here for 1 or 2 days. They find this magazine, that's what they have to take with them.
That's a great question. I think one of the most rewarding parts about the magazine, I mean, having been here myself in Busan for 6 years, is people coming up to me and saying, "I didn't realize there was this much happening in Busan." And so once you've been in a place for long enough, you start to feel ties to this community. Not only the people, but to the soil itself. I mean, I feel an attachment to Busan. And so what I see this becoming, and what I hope it is now, is that this is a resource for people to explore an incredible area with a rich history, with so much to offer. And so, I hope that I can continue to do that.
So how do you keep finding new materials and new topics to keep?
Well, I got people like you coming up with ideas. I got people like Jeff who's got a lot of great ideas. Ideas there's always great ideas. One thing I do find, though, is that I've got to push people. I got to give deadlines. I get tons of emails all the time. I get tons of emails saying I got a great idea, but you gotta say, all right, I need it now. I need it on this date. And they usually come through.
But we're reliable, right?
Yeah, both of you
You're reliable.
Clockwork.
You're go-to people, right?
Yeah.
Ideas are never in shortage. It's the ability to get them done.
Yeah.
On that note, asking not what Busan Haps can do for us, but what we can do for Busan Haps. What do you want to ask people to do for Busan Haps?
I would like to see people think of it as a place to express themselves. I think all of us have a little megaphone in our soul. and we're just trying to figure out how to use it. And what I would like to do is supply, the method for them to get their voice heard.
Is there a letters to the editor kind of section?
Don't have a letters to the editor yet. We're still building it up, and we really don't like, content. Getting people to actually submit is another problem within itself. I would really love to have that, where people comment on what has been written, or comment on what is happening in society. Now, that being said, perhaps forums are a better place for that right now. We're more reporters. We really haven't gotten into the opinion aspect of it as it is, because we are foreigners in a strange land. And it's always kind of testy coming into a new place and saying, well, I think you should do this, or I think you should do that. So right now what I'm really focusing on is just reporting what is here and what is offered, rather than trying to suggest how we should change it. So opinions are really not a part of Busan Haps just yet.
But if people want to contact you and say, Bobby, this is just the most amazing issue ever, I just want to thank you so much for all you've done, how can they contact you?
Well, they can contact me at busanhaps@gmail.com. And if you want to contact me and say this is the worst thing I've ever seen, then write Lynsey.
All right, well, we know you have some hobnobbing to do at the issue party. Any closing words?
Yeah, we got South Bay coming up real soon, so I don't want to miss that. As much as I love listening to you two, I am a huge South Bay fan.
Yeah?
Oh, Jen's calling me right now. Can you hear it?
All right.
Can we pick that up on the mic? Thank you, everybody.